there, Wax Packers! Adam coming at you and raring to go with another edition of Wax Pack Flashback. This is a little bit of a celebration of sorts. You might recall a couple episodes back, we opened up a pack of the Youngblood trading cards as part of this 30th anniversary year of Image Comics. But this month marks the 30th anniversary of probably the most famous Image comic. Yes, I'm talking about Spawn. Oh man, this sold so many issues back in the day. Todd McFarlane was all the rage coming off his Spider-Man run at Marvel and kind of redefining that character. And he started his own company, and his flagship character to this day has been Spawn. He has passed 300 issues in those 30 years. It is very, very impressive. So, as a result, today we are opening up a pack of Spawn trading cards. Now, these were oversized trading cards that came out in 1995. They are just, this is a full-scale production, okay? Because Todd McFarlane never does anything halfway. So I'm very interested to get into these cards because this is not something I ever collected. I wasn't a big reader of Spawn, I'm going to admit that. But I definitely knew who he was, the iconography. There were video games, there were action figures, there was an animated series on HBO, there was a live-action movie, which is my first big exposure to Spawn, seeing that in 1997. So, yeah, Spawn was everywhere, and Todd McFarlane has done his best to keep it in the public consciousness. But let's see what the representation in trading card form was in 1995. All right, well, here we are with our pack of Spawn trading cards from 1995, as it tells you here, from America's #1 selling comic book, and you better believe it, Todd McFarlane was all the rage. Now, what's interesting is this is a very heavy-duty, nice foil pack. You feel it. You feel the foil. But if you'll notice here, Wildstorm Productions, that was actually Todd McFarlane's pal and partner over at Image, along with the other founders, Jim Lee's company. Yes, he actually started his own trading card company. But if you look here, they have a limited edition cards, a painted card, the 1 in 9 packs, ToddToys action figure cards, 1 in 18 packs, Todd McFarlane all new art cards, 1 in 36 packs, ToddChrome cards, 1 in 360 packs. Also look for randomly inserted autograph cards, no guaranteed number of limited edition cards per box, but man, that's exciting. Those are some really great premium cards. Now, real quick here, I just want to read here from Wizard Magazine. If you look at this ad, and isn't that an ad, right? It's telling you the most eagerly awaited trading card set of the 90s. Todd McFarlane's Spawn trading cards celebrating 25 issues of the decade's best-selling comic book arrives in April. 150 oversized cards featuring some of the most talented artists in the business, including Todd McFarlane, Jim Lee, Jim Valentino, Will Sportazio, Bill Sienkiewicz, J. Scott Campbell, Sam Keith, Jay Lee, Mike Grell, Walter Simonson, Joe Quesada, George Perez, Tim Sale, Jerry Ordway, Scott Clark, Travis Charest, Aaron Weisenfeld, Brett Booth, Ryan Benjamin, Dan Norton, Trevor Scott, Tom McQueenie, Alex Gardner, and many more. Many more! That is quite a list unto itself, and I know almost every single one of those names. These are major, major talents. And so it also tells you, all the special cards we just read off there. All right, so let's see what is inside this pack of cards here. As it mentioned in that ad, these are totally oversized cards for the time, so you had to get special protective sleeves if you wanted to store them. But this is just a very solid pack. I love the feeling of this foil. It's really, really nice compared to a lot of the packs I've opened in the past. Okay, so here we have, interesting. All right, so this is telling you the Spawn action figures from ToddToys, later McFarlane Toys, that were coming out. They talk about Angela and Redeemer, Commando Spawn and Badrock, and even here they're telling you there's Youngblood action figures that are coming out, Wetworks action figures based on these other comics. You might recall we actually covered the Youngblood trading cards, which were not impressive, but very interesting to get a little promotion there. All right, let's see what artists we find here. Ooh, look at this right here. Is this one of the painted cards, or is this just the artist style? Because, man, that medieval Spawn is who we're seeing there. A skull mask on top of his kind of pink horse. What is this? This says, oh yeah, P5, this must be one of the painted cards. His name is lost in the mists of time, but the noble warrior is remembered only as the medieval spawn. In his red and black armor, he returned to defend his sister, then fought a bested violator in single combat. Ultimately, his ignorance was his death warrant, when the beauteous spawn hunter Angela tricked and then killed him. Ooh, so this is a painted card by Bill Sienkiewicz, which was a very famous comic book artist, and especially his painting style was very abstract a lot of times. Ooh, now look at this. So we got that one, and then here is a medieval spawn, but not painted. That is so interesting to get those together. Again, kind of tell you, this is by Pop Mahan and Chuck Gibson. I've heard of Chuck Gibson, not Pop Mahan. But this is, again, telling you about medieval spawn. Huh, that is so interesting to get those together. All right, what's this next one? All right, well, I don't know what's going on. Oh, I think I do know what's going on here. This is Gareb, who is named after Gareb Sheamus from Wizard Comics, the publisher. He got Spawn's mask on him here. Let's see here. Yep, Gareb, one of the homeless drunkenly tries on Spawn's mask just for a few laughs, but the laughs turn to screams when the mask seals itself shut and tries to strangle Gareb. Battling his vicious costume's natural tendencies, Spawn fights to pry the mask loose. Finally, he rips the mask free. Though shaken, Gareb turns out to be okay and even cracks a few jokes. With art by Paul Smith. So, wow, that's awesome. I'd love to see that. All right, next here. Oh, this is neat. So this is the detective crew. These are the police detectives that are always in the universe of Spawn, Sam and Twitch. Let's learn a little bit about them here. Twitch Williams and Sam Burke, two of New York's finest detectives, they're on the trail of a bizarre serial killer whose victims are hitmen for New York City organized crime syndicates. Sam doesn't mind. He figures that the killer is either a wacko or the best volunteer cop in the city. Sam isn't heartless, but the victim's body is. Ooh. Art by Joe Phillips and Jason Martin. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. Sam and Twitch are characters I haven't read a whole lot of Spawn comics, but they are the characters I enjoy the most. Ooh, now check this out here. This is some Tom McWeeny art I can see right there, but it looks like the Violator's going to rip Spawn's heart out. One strike, one blow to the chest, one short fight. The claws digging, and out comes Spawn's heart. Yep. Simmons topples over motionless as Violator savors his easy but messy victory. That was sure simple, Violator chuckles. The master will be pleased. But when one faces Spawn, nothing is ever that simple, as Violator quickly learns. Yeah, this was one of the most shocking and memorable moments of early Spawn comics, was the Violator ripping his heart out. Oh, speaking of the Violator, man, these are just great, a great combo of cards. You have him transforming from the clown into the Violator monster, so that was definitely his style. But this is by J. Scott Campbell, one of my favorite artists, so that is just super fun to get that in this pack. Here is the Violator. Looks like he's talking to Malbolgia, the big bad of hell. It says, Malbolgia is not pleased with Violator. The spindly demon has failed miserably in his mission to guide Spawn in his new existence. Worse, Violator has gone on an unscheduled killing spree, reaping worthless souls. So Malbolgia decrees that he deserves punishment. Being stuck in the form of an ugly, blue-faced clown, Violator complains that there's no pleasing some people, by Paul Pelletier. So, yeah, interesting. And last one here. I don't know what is going on. What does this have to do with Spawn at all? Definitely an attention grabber here. The original expedition through the afterlife is reduced to Billy, Little Jessica, and Kimberly, who died of an eating disorder and is preoccupied with New Age mysticism. Yeah, Todd McFarlane kind of dealt with some mature issues these days. When Kimberly finds a rough, glassy boulder, she says, "This is just like a lucky crystal I had, but it's no boulder. It's a soul gourmet of the third sphere," which promptly devours Kimberly. Art by Tony Harris and Ray Snyder. Is this Kimberly? I don't know what this is, but wow. What a wild collection of cards. That was very cool. And hey, let's close this out and find out what our favorite was. Wow, right? I mean, what a way to celebrate. This is a pack of cards. This is probably the best quality pack of cards I have opened. Not the most nostalgic personally for me, but you cannot Wow, I'm still blown away by the production value of those cards. I mean, they just looked great. They felt great. Just that foil pack. I love feeling it in my hands. I have a couple of extra packs of those. I think I'm just going to open up on my own because that was such an enjoyable experience. But as far as what the favorite card was, I mean, here's the thing, like, I definitely enjoyed the history and, kind of the Easter egg of the Garib card, dealing with Wizard Magazine the way I do on Wizards, the podcast guide to comics. And I can't tell you how many covers of Wizard that Spawn was on and how many pages were filled with Spawn news. But I think my favorite card has to be from my favorite artist of the time, J. Scott Campbell. This Violator card, I just love a transformation in general. So to have that on display here as it goes up like that is just very, very cool to me. So that's definitely my number one of this experience of opening. But man, are you excited? Are you excited? I'm excited. I mean, these comic book cards just bring back so many memories. Even if they're not cards I picked up back in the day, it just takes me back to that era, the things that I remember seeing. So what are we going to open up next? Let me take a look here. All right, I've made my decision. All right, and it's going to be, yes, the Marvel Universe Series 1 trading cards. These meant so much to me. I'll tell you all about it when we get to the next video. But in the meantime, I encourage you, if you're interested in hearing more about Spawn, we just covered the special Spawn bonus tribute issue by Wizard Magazine in the Wizards, the podcast guide to comics feed. So you can check that out. And of course, if you want to stay in touch with everything we're doing, find me at Wizards Comics on Twitter, at Wizards_comics on Instagram. But you also want to stay connected here to TRN TV for more Wax Pack Flashback. We have some fun things coming up this summer where Jason, Mickey, and I are going to try to get together and open up some cards. So I encourage you, definitely be subscribed, but also connected on social media there at TRN Social on Twitter, at TRN Social on Instagram. So many more cards to open, so much more nostalgia to unpack. So until next time, we'll see you later. Hey geeks, just a little extra bit of fun I wanted to tag on to the end of this video. You saw I had a great time opening up these Spawn trading cards. I was very impressed by what I found inside, and I wanted to share some of that excitement with you. What's the best way to do that? How about giving you the chance to open up your own pack of sealed Spawn trading cards? That's right. I have 2 packs of Spawn trading cards that are going to go to 2 lucky winners. It's actually really easy to enter. All you have to do is like this video, give it a little heart there, why don't you? Subscribe to TRN TV so you don't miss any future videos, and then leave a comment below that just says, enter me, okay? We will enter you in the drawing. I will just do a random poll from all the people who tell me that they need a pack of these cards, and we'll have a great, great time. So if you want to get your hands on these packs, like I say, like the video, subscribe to TRN TV, leave a comment that says enter me, and you will have a chance to win a pack of your very own. All right, we'll check you later, and good luck.